Iain Shedden is a music writer for The Australian. He joins us now from Sydney. I'm incredibly moved by that, as I know so many people are, because that's just such a loss, Iain.
It's a terrible tragedy, and for someone so young and so talented as well. Yet another pop star, aged 27, who has lost their life because of drugs, possibly. We don't know for sure yet, but certainly her lifestyle would suggest that.
Look, she was on this trajectory. So many people knew it was able to be seen by everyone around the world for so long. She had been trying, though, to get back on track, and she'd been attempting to record another album. In fact, we expected that, I think, in January of this year, but that time came and went. What's been going wrong, as far as you're aware, Iain, in the last few months?
Look, I don't think that she was ever able to cope with her addiction problems. And you could say, really, that since the Back to Black became so successful, that was pretty much the end of her career then, because she really hasn't been able to function properly since that Grammy success. You know, she has tried several times to control her drug and alcohol problems, but repeatedly she has gone off the rails, and of course being in the media spotlight as well hasn't helped her either.
Iain, tell us about how she burst on the scene. Take us back to the beginning of her arrival, because I really only started to pay attention when that album, Back to Black, came out, which I just thought was a staggering achievement, and that great British soul voice that she had was just a once-in-a-lifetime sound. Yes,
well, her arrival on the scene was actually quite different to Back to Black. I mean, she was signed to a management company when she was, I think, 18. And her first album, Frank, is quite a different album to Back to Black. It's a more jazz-influenced album. People were comparing her to Nina Simone, Sarah Vaughan, people like that. So it was quite a transformation for her when she put out Back to Black a few years later. And it's much more of a soul pop album. That's
right, that's where she really found that voice, and I think everyone was so looking forward to seeing what she was going to do with it, because I think you probably experienced it now if you sat down and listened to the record very carefully now. There's that amazing voice, but you can still hear that it could go so much further.
Back to Black is a very well-crafted album. She teamed up with producer Mark Ronson, and while she's written songs that are very much soul-based, there's a real pop sheen to every song on that album, and it deserved all the accolades that it got. And there was every indication, she hinted that she would work with Ronson again on the next album, but there are varying reports about how far she actually got with that, and certainly the condition that she was in most of the time, I don't think she was capable of recording another album.
So
fully.
Just finally then, as far as you understand, there actually aren't any decent tracks that she did manage to put down that we might in the future hear?
Look, some people are saying she recorded half an album, some are saying that she did some demos, that nothing more than that. So we'll have to wait and see. There probably are some recordings in some form that haven't seen the light of day, but I wouldn't say that there's a full album ready to go now.
Okay. Look, really good to talk to you, Iain Shedden. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.